Hi, I'm Jim and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop, and today I've got a couple of items I bought. This is not a review on things that were given to me. These I bought, both of them from Amazon. I bought two so I could compare them to see how they work. Now, for years, I have been balancing my blades for my lawnmower with one of these little cone things that the blade just sits on. And according to this, I can get it to stay. Now I don't want to. Got to get it centered in the hole because the step that's on there is not the exact size of the hole in the blade. So you got to eyeball it and get it centered. But to me, that's level or balanced. We'll set that right there for now. This is a blade off of my snapper. It's a 28 inch. There's bigger ones. There's a 30 inch and there's a 33 inch. That looks pretty much balanced. Let's see what these gizmos say, if it's balanced or not. Let me drop this down as far as I can. Now I have noticed one thing on these. Even though this is aluminum, these magnets have a lot of power. And when this comes forward and hits the blade, it'll actually move the blade forward off of this taper. Maybe because I don't have these hooked to a wall so I can just push solid. So I'm going to push on both sides so I know the blade doesn't move. Didn't get a chance. Them things they're really powerful magnets. Now, if the blade was balanced, it would stay just like that. So let's see how bad it is. Now I do have a mark on the side that's heavy. It's out of balance. And if you're in a hurry, these are probably not the balancer you want to use. It does take a while for it to find the heavy spot and stay there. Maybe this time. Maybe not. And it stopped pretty much where it always does. Now on this cone, I made 4 marks with a magic marker. So I've got them 90 degrees apart, the best I can do by eye. And I did the same to this one. I put this blade on here 4 different times. And this is the spread that I've got from that blade. I've got tape down here. Let me move you forward and tip this down. Hopefully you can see them lines. This is the first time I tried it. This was the second, third, and fourth. Then I tried it again, and I have red marks on here. I don't know, you might be able to see them. That was 1, 2, 3, and back here was 4. Now, the repeatability or accuracy of this, you have a spread of where it stops it's not going to stop exactly in the same place every time. You would think it would, but they don't. The spread on this one is about 5 3/4 of an inch. Much, much better than them little cone things. Now this one over here, I did the same thing. I marked the cone every 90 degrees, so I have 4 marks on there, and I checked it. That blade over here, maybe I'll put it on there. Now, how I come up with these marks, I didn't mark in the center of the blade. That was too hard to transfer it back to the tape. I went from the cutting edge straight up and made a mark on the tape. If you got this outside and it's a windy day, good luck. This thing's gonna be like a windmill. It spins really easy. Now this one is right about at this mark, maybe about here. Over there, I believe it was down heavier or closer to straight down than this one is. But this is the marks or the spread that's on this one. And again, I did the first test I did. It stopped here the first time, here the second time, here the third time, and here the fourth time. And then the next time I did it, I've done it quite a few times on this one because the spread is so bad. I got one here, 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 and clear over here. So if we put a tape on them, you got 19.5 inches of variance on this thing. I would say that this one is nowhere as smooth spinning or as accurate as that one is. Now, both of these are from different countries. And no, I didn't even waste my time buying one from China. Now I want to check the bearings. So we're going to throw an indicator on here. Now I want to get you up here so you can hopefully read this indicator. Now I want to see what kind of runout is in this cone or the bearings. Okay, that's 9/1000ths of an inch. Find a pencil here somewhere. I probably won't remember these. Now I want to check to see how much slop is in the bearings. You can even hear that rattle. I want to shut the door on the storeroom. The refrigerator just kicked in on me. I'm hoping you can hear that noise. That's 15/1000ths. If I turn it, A bearing should not rattle like that. Let's check this one out. Now our slop was about 10 to 15 thousandths. Let's see what this one does. Let's check the run out in the cone in relationship to the bearings. A little bit over 2 thousandths run out. Now we'll see what the slop is. Get that needle so it stops on a number for you. I got about 9 thousandths. Now you're going to have some movement. A bearing is not going to be perfectly solid. However you want to explain that. If it was, it wouldn't spin this free. This has to be free spinning for it to work. Well, let's throw this other blade on here that my little cone said was perfectly balanced. We'll put it on this one because I think this is the better unit. Doesn't look like it's balanced very good, does it? Now this is for a walk-behind machine. This is going to be rattling the bearing. If you have bearings in the bottom of your engine, some have bushings. And it's also going to be shaking your bottom seal. And I've had a lot of, that's just hanging right straight down. I've had a lot of customers get a hold of me and tell me, my engine's leaking oil out of the bottom of it. Well, this is one cause. Another cause could be if you have a sandy yard, a piece of sand will get in there and tear up the rubber seal. But I'm thinking this is the one I'm going to keep. To me, it seems like it does a much better job than this one does. Now, if you're in a market to buy one of these, or if you're looking for one, you may buy the same two, and this one might work better than that one. It's just what kind of bearings are they using? That's the big thing. And how well are the parts manufactured that these things consist of? For the price of them, let's see. This one, I got it wrote down over there, was $139. This one was $103. You can get them all the way down to what I see them on Amazon, $29 or $39. I'd probably stay away from those. And you can get them all the way up to, I think I've seen one for $400. I'd pick something in the mid-range, and no matter what it is, it's going to work better than this thing. I mean, this is what I relied on for years, and I don't know. Oh, one more blade balancer that a lot of people use is a nail pounded in the side of a tree or a post or whatever. But I'll put this blade on here, try to get it in the center. looks pretty darn balanced to me. But this is the same blade that just was way out on those. So these are the way to go if you really want to get your machine or your blades balanced. On a rider, you're not running the blade on the bottom of the engine, you're running on a spindle. So you're probably not going to hurt much. It may take the bearings out over a couple of years, depending on how far these things are out of balance. But this one, where is it made? Now, after I had this set up, I had a magic marker and I'm trying to write this on here underneath this tape without resting my shaky arm on anything, but don't look at my penmanship. This one was made in the USA. Can't believe it. This one, any guesses on where this is made? I don't know, you can see my sloppy USA wrote there. What I should do is just have a contest and have you guys guess, and whoever guesses it right wins something. I don't know, but if you're looking for one of these, I want to let you know what I found out before you go out and buy one. This one was made in Italy. I don't know if you can read that. Like I said, I was trying to write without resting my hand or arm on anything. This one came out of Italy. It was a little more, $36 more than the US one, but for what I'm doing, I think I would rather have one, pay a little bit more for it, and have one that works a little better. I don't need people coming back complaining, my lawnmower shakes so bad I can't go in a straight line across my yard. What can you do? So that's it. Just thought I'd pass that on. Again, I purchased these. These were not sent to me by any manufacturer. But just something to throw out there for you guys to think about. And until next time, work safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.